Alright, hello class. We're going to talk about graphing linear functions. Specifically, we're going to talk about graphing slope-intercept form, and on the next slide we'll start talking about graphing point-slope form. Slope-intercept form looks like this: y equals mx plus b. Slope equals the m, which is talking about the change in the y divided by the change in the x, or more specifically, the vertical change compared to its horizontal change. Okay, so next you need to know that the y-intercept is the b. It's this part right here, and it means where the line touches the y-axis, the axis that goes up and down. Okay, those are the two most important things you need to know for slope-intercept form. Slope is m, y-intercept is b. So let's try to graph one. Y equals 3x minus 4. Start at the y-intercept, which in this case is going to be a negative 4, because notice up here it's plus, and down here we're going to be talking about its opposite, minus 4. So in this case it's going to be negative 4. That means you'll start down here at the negative. Let me slide this picture down a bit. Start down here at the negative 4 on the y-axis. Then graph the slope, which is 3 in this case. That means the vertical change is 3 and the horizontal change is 1, because 3 is the same as 3 over 1. We want it as a fraction. So the vertical change is going to be up 3, 1, 2, 3, and the horizontal change is going to be over 1. And we could do it again if we want it. 1, 2, 3, and then the horizontal change is over 1. And you can keep doing that until your heart is content. Okay, if you prefer, you can go backwards, down 3, 2, 3, then to the left 1, put a point. And you just connect all these with a straight line as best as you can. Hopefully you guys have a ruler or something. So on your paper should look very similar to this. On your paper, you could have exactly this, and you can use a ruler to make a straight line. The next side, point slope form. Point slope form would look like y minus y sub 1. That's a subscript 1. It's written a little bit below the other letters. It equals m times x minus x1. So the slope is still going to be m. It's still all the same stuff from the previous page. And then the y, x1 and the y1 are the points. So is the x and y coordinates that make up the point. So this is going to be a point. See, point. Sorry about that. Point on the line. Okay, so let's try to graph one. In this case, we're going to start by plotting the point. The point on the line is going to have the y coordinate of 1, and then it's going to have the x coordinate. As you see, this is a plus 5, but it should be a minus for our formula up here. So in order to make that minus, we have to put minus a negative 5. That means that negative 5 is the number we're looking for the x coordinate. Okay, so this is going to be negative 5. We'll start by graphing that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5, point, comma 1. There goes our point right there. Then we need to graph the slope, which in this case is going to be 2. The m is 2. If we want it as a fraction, it's 2 over 1. It means our vertical change is 2 and our horizontal change is 1. So I will rise 2 and then I will run 1. I can do it again if I like. Rise 2 and then run 1. Or you could do it backwards and go the other direction. So you would go down 2 and to the left 1. So you put a point here, there's a point there, there's a point there, there's a point there. Try to connect them all with a straight line. You should use a ruler on your paper if you have one. And that's that. Okay. So that's how you graph them in slope-intercept form. And here's how you use point-slope form. Okay, there's a few problems for you to try. The next 4 slides tell you what the picture should look like. So you can grab a piece of graph paper and try it on your own. And then just pause it to check and see if your answers are correct. So I'll just go through these. I'm not going to give you very much explanation. There's the first one. Has a y-intercept of 5. Rise 2, run 3. Pause if you need to. Here's the second one. has a y-intercept of -3. I'm sorry, +3. This has a negative slope, so the line should slant down. As you see, I go -1 and to the right 4. So I go down 1 to the right 4 as my slope. Pause if you need to. Here's point slope form. The point is 1 for the x and 6 for the y. So I start at 1, 6, which is right here. And then I do my slope, which is 2. If I want it as a fraction, it's 2 over 1. So I rise 2 and run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Or I can do its opposite, go down 2 to left 1. Pause if you need to. And the very last one, also in point slope form, has an x value of -1 and a y value of -7. And it has a slope of -3. So it's going to be a negative slanting line, or the slope is negative, it's going to be slanting down. Here's the point -1, 7 right there. I can go down 3 and to the right 1. Since I ran out of space, I can't keep going down 3 to the right 1. I can do its opposite, up 3 and to the left 1. Up 3 again to the left 1. Okay, pause if you need to.